Hi, I'm Elijah Wald, and I'm going to try to teach more or less how to play like Joseph Spence, which to me is as much like doing language instruction as guitar instruction. Spence was from the Bahamas, and he came with a whole rhythm and style of playing approach to the guitar that is like speaking a language in the sense that every tune he plays uses this same language, and once you've learned how to speak it, you can play other tunes in that language. He was from an island called Andros in the Bahamas, which had no tourism. He moved to Nassau and worked as a construction worker, as a stonemason, which does affect the guitar style. He had incredibly strong hands, much stronger than mine. But his rhythm came very much from the sea. We're used to a lot of blues-type rhythms or rhythms that come from horses' hooves or trains. His is a rolling rhythm, and that's one of the most basic things about his style. He was born in 1910, and he grew up with a lot of church music, the island music, and he also worked in the United States for a couple of seasons in agriculture. So he had picked up some American styles, but nobody knows where his guitar style came from. The other local players, a lot of them play, as he almost always did, in drop D tuning with his low E string down to D, but most of them just strum or just play very simply. And Spence also did some tunes just strumming in C and in F, but all of his great pieces were done in drop D. And I guess we might as well, first of all, get in tune. The D, like I say, the low sixth string is dropped to D. And we'll start off with a hymn tune that was one of his favorites. He recorded it on his Arhoolie album and also on the Happy All the Time album. And it's called Oh, How I Love Jesus. Okay, so let's start by talking a little bit about Spence's right hand. One thing about it is he played very, very close to the bridge. He typically had his right hand within an inch and a half of the bridge. Mine may stray a little bit off that, but he liked that very staccato sound. And the other thing, the thing that's probably most difficult for guitarists who are used to playing blues or ragtime, that sort of thing, is that we're used to carrying the rhythmic pulse with our thumb. And Spence used his thumb to keep very basic time or to throw in accents, and sometimes for as long as a couple of measures wouldn't use it at all. And he carried the pulse a lot of the time with his index finger. On this tune, which is a waltz, you'll hear that very clearly. other thing is this constant playing, either pinching the first and third string or pinching the second and fourth string. And even when he's playing very fast passages in other songs, a lot of the time he's doing that. So let's look over now at the left hand. The left hand, one of the things is he never, ever has more than 3 fingers on the fretboard at any time. And a lot of the time, they're only 2 fingers. So where, for example, another guitarist might hold a D chord like this, Spence will either be holding this or holding that. And the way those fingers work, and this you'll notice is true in pretty much all the tunes that I'm going to play, he's using the first and second finger if he's down here on an A or with the D. Then moving up, it's the second and third fingers, unless he's playing a G chord, in which case he uses his third finger for the bass and does that or that. And then it's third and fourth fingers on the 5th fret, 7th fret. And then he'll add bass notes under that, so that after this he'll go to there and have that bass note. Here, it's essentially a diminished chord with just that left out. And one of the oddest things learning how to play Spence is just getting your hands used to the fact that if these fingers are here, that finger's going there. And often, as you'll find out on this tune, when you have these, since this finger's free, it can grab that bass, or it can come there for the middle pulse. So let me play that one through with the split screen slowly, and you can watch how it works.